It brings a tear to my eyes.
Okay guys, back at South by Southwest, we've been seeing all the films that we could possibly get our eyes on, and it's been a great year for horror.
It has. So last night we saw The Curse of La Llorona.
Yes.
Which is, I had to Google La Llorona. I was not familiar with her initially. She is a Latin American folk tale, a woman who in life, unfortunately discovered her husband having an affair and drowned her children in revenge.
Right.
And in the afterlife, walks the earth searching for other women's children to make her own.
Right.
So obviously extremely creepy basis for this.
And keep in mind, this is actually based on an actual legend.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to say it's a true story because we don't know, but it's an actual legend. So they took elements of an actual legend and put it into a film. Before we went into the theater, there are actual people there. They're burning like sage, and it keeps like the spirit, or it keeps La Llorona away.
Smudging to keep the bad vibes away.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had a curandero who stepped on stage just before they started the film, and I believe he actually also visited the set.
Yes.
And did the same for them, did some smudging, explained some of the rituals that we were going to see in the film. So yeah, it was an experience.
Yeah, and make sure you guys see our red carpet premiere of the film, because they actually explain a couple of creepy things that actually happen on set, which would have freaked me out. But the film itself, what'd you think?
Okay, let me say this. A lot of films, I think, get bogged down in little subplots, to little details that they kind of try to make it charming. La Llorona did not do that. It kept it very tight, very basic, very straightforward story, and I thought that worked really well.
Very well. And it's in the same universe, believe it or not. Not to give it, we're not going to give anything away, but
not
it
a
is
spoiler. As the Annabelle series and as the Conjuring series. So same directors, or rather same producers,
right?
Some of the same writers, and there is a little wink to one of those movies.
It may or may not be in the same universe. That's all we're willing to say at this point. But I think if you are a fan of those films, and you will most likely be a fan of this film.
Yeah. So Linda Cardellini stars as a widowed mother of two who is also a social worker, and through a series of very unfortunate events, the legendary La Llorona La Llorona, I can say it, becomes attached to her family and begins to stalk her children.
A lot of other films you see that the ghost or the monster is normally going after
an adult.
The adult. The husband or the boyfriend, and every old slasher film you've seen in the 80s, it's somebody getting killed in the shower, and it's some teenager being nefarious, and no, they're going after children in this one.
It makes it so much creepier.
Right. And if you're a parent, which we're not, but if you're a parent, I can only imagine that your level of nervousness, of fear would be heightened, because I mean, what parent wouldn't do almost anything for their kid? To protect them.
Yeah, Patricia Velasquez is a supporting role in this. American audiences were first introduced to her when she starred in the Mummy films, and she gives a terrific performance as another mother whose children are chosen by La Llorona. And she's very creepy in this role, and she's very convincing.
Very convincing.
It's a very bitter turn for her.
Exactly. Even on the red carpet, I felt like she was convinced that this is not a joke.
Yeah, I mean, she's from Venezuela originally, so she grew up with this legend, and everyone made a big point of that on the red carpet, that they wanted to be very respectful of the Latin American culture, and a figure that is held as sacred, as very important by millions of people.
Exactly. And the fact that this is based on a legend, it gives you something to think about, whether you're superstitious or not. I think most people will enjoy a film. Like I said, if you're a horror fan, you'll definitely enjoy it.
Sure.
And even if you're not, you'll find it entertaining.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Annabelle and The Conjuring, like I said, these all kind of exist in the same arena.
Right. Roundabout universe.
So you might really like this one. Not heavy on the gore at all. Very heavy on the jump scenes. So just be aware.
Be aware of the jump scenes. There's plenty to go around. So
should be hitting theaters mid-April. I believe.
Mid-April roundabout, so be on the lookout for it, and make sure you subscribe below for more, because we're going to have a lot more reviews coming very soon. And also, we have a lot more red carpet to show you, so make sure you click on those as well, and come back and see us.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.